So yesterday, someone showed me a video talking about how phone addiction is destroying this generation. The person was saying young people can barely focus anymore. Students don't even know how to write letters properly again. And then the person who posted the video added a caption that said, "No wonder jam cutoff marks keep reducing." Now, honestly, I don't completely disagree. Phone addiction is real. A lot of young people spend hours scrolling, jumping from one short video to another on TikTok, constantly distracted. Attention spans are dropping and deep focus is becoming very, very hard among young people. That part is true. But while thinking about it, another question came to my mind. If phones have already become a permanent part of young people's lives, why is our educational system still acting like they don't exist? That's the real question. Whether you like it or not, this generation now lives digitally. People communicate through emails, messages, video calls, voice notes, social media, AI tools, online collaboration. But many schools are still teaching students using systems designed for a completely different era. For example, schools still focus heavily on things like formal letter formatting from decades ago. But I'm not saying professional communication is not important. It is very important. But how many people today are writing physical letters compared to mails, emails, proposals, presentations, or digital communication? The world has changed, but many educational systems have not changed with it. And I think that's where part of the disconnect is coming from. Now, listen carefully. I'm not saying phones are all good. Phones can absolutely destroy focus if used wrongly. But if phones are already part of modern human life and they're not going to go anywhere, we cannot remove them, they are here to stay. Then I think education should stop pretending they are distractions only and start teaching students how to use them properly. We need to start teaching things like digital research, media literacy, content creation, focus management, AI assisted learning, professional email writing, online communication, information verification, digital productivity. Because the truth is, banning phones mentally will not solve the problem. Human beings always evolve around technology. When calculators came out, people said students would become bad at math. When books became common, people feared that memory would weaken. When the internet came, people feared attention would collapse. Every major technological shift changes human behavior. And I think the educational system need to realize that and think about how they can harness the phone addiction for good in the educational system. Technology is here to stay. Like I've said before, we are not going to be able to remove phones from our lives. That's just the plain truth. The real question is, how do we train young people to use technology wisely instead of being controlled by it? Maybe the problem is not just that young people are addicted to phones. Maybe the bigger problem is that our educational systems still don't fully know how to educate a generation that grew up with phones. I'm sure that's where the real problem is coming from.